Stepping into our 350 brake horsepower V10 supercar, this time out, we've got BMW Sim Racing taking on Williams Esports.
And we are underway.
So a great start from Brzezinski, but it looks a bit down the outside into turn one. Is he close enough to mount an attack? Does he go defensive? I'm now talking about Siggy, and it's a late move from Brzezinski into
contact.
the right-hander.
Yeah, contact, and we have the BMW having to skip through the chicane. So he's going to have to give up that position, otherwise there will be penalties heading their way.
This is going to be a hell of a race. It's going to be really interesting to see what the plans are as Brzezinski now takes the lead into P1 for the first time. Siggy with it all to do now from P2. Looks like he's dropped a little bit. 6/10 is now the gap. The last corner we have is the bus stop chicane. Looks like Wisniewski's got it all done and dusted if he doesn't outbrake himself here, which is really easy to do, really easy to lose the rear, but it looks like he's got it all sorted out, and Wisniewski takes the win for Williams. What a great job.
We've got a BMW front row lockout with Kevin Siggy and Michael Romanidis leading us off.
So it looks like Williams just managed to hold the gap, and Wisniewski now riding on board, basically pushing Romanidis down the pit straight. So he's in slipstream. What are we going to see, Ben?
We're going to see lots of overtaking here, lots of slipstream. Brzezinski into P2, swapping between Romanidis and Wisniewski, and they all get through cleanly, which is the main thing.
Wisniewski pretty much going in the middle of two drivers to go from P5 to P3 as we head into the right-hander.
It is Romanidis in third, trying to put pressure on P2, and yeah, there's certainly a bit of tactics there as Romanidis is now through for P2.
Romanidis trying to go left, trying to go right, and it looks like Stefanko's come down the outside, but big contact from Kornbach, taking out Wisniewski. We're on board with Siggy, and he takes the win. A great commanding victory for BMW and Kevin Siggy.
Here we go then, we have a BMW front row lockout, and we are underway here in Silverstone.
So it looks like a great start from the front row, which is exactly what BMW would want. Romanidis in P2. Is he going to try and challenge Siggy into turn two? No, but up the inside, Brzezinski, is he going to get it stopped? And he does. Brzezinski up into P2.
Williams looking very aggressive on the start here. As you can see, Stefanko trying to get the inside of Romanidis. And it looks like it's going to be a contest between the two. Stefanko has the outside line as we head into the middle sector. And I think for the time being, it's going to be Romanidis ahead. Wisniewski trying to go right around the outside of Kotz. It's never going to work there, so he has to tuck back in to the slipstream and go again as we head into the final few corners. Here comes Siggy. It's been a nice, measured, composed drive from him so far. No mistakes, and it's going to be a win for him and BMW here in Silverstone. We have a Team Redline 1-2-3 lockout here in Monza, and we are underway with Michael Schmidl leading us off.
Yeah, it looked like a bit of a slow start from P2, which is Bonito, but all three Redline drivers into turn one with no issue. Nice and snug in P4. Tormula doesn't really have an answer for Rydvel's pace, but he's there or thereabouts. So if Rydvel was to make a mistake...
Oh, there it is, not on cue.
As I say, right on cue, Tormula making a mistake.
Yeah, so ran a little bit wide there. I think he might have touched the inside curb there, which pushed him out a little bit wider than what he would have liked, trying to get on the power just as early as what he normally does, and the tyres rather, were refusing to accept that.
Yeah, you see Carroll weaving to try and stay out of the slipstream. He might have done just enough as Schmidl comes across the line to take a very, very dominant win for Team Redline.
Let's see if Red Bull can take a point away from Redline here at the last race in Spa. Here we go then. We have Enzo Benito starting us off from pole position. Once again, it's a Redline lockout here in Spa, and it looks like a great start from all of Team Redline.
Yeah, so it looks like all of the Redline cars have got an amazing start, and it's a great picture to see. All 3 Redline cars and all 3 Red Bull cars. Looks like there's a big gap already between the top 3 and then the trailing 3. So that looks like Red Bull and Garcia are going to be struggling to get in the slipstream. But let's wait and see as we head into the Le Comte chicane for the first time.
Oh, we've got a Red Bull going flying there.
As Benito leading the way from Rydveld, Smiddle sitting there comfortably in P3, and it looks like the team are under complete control of this one. Graham Carroll in P4 trying to do his best, 8/10 back from Smiddle, as now it looks like Smiddle and Rydveld are going side by side into Le Comte chicane, and Smiddle takes P2. As we head into the bus stop chicane for the final time, Enzo Benito hitting both apexes and will come across the line to take another win in a team race. Smiddle P2 and Rydveld P3. Watch out, Redline is the team to beat.
Let's see who comes out on top in this one. We need a good start or it's game over. That is the words of Lucas Blakely prior to this race. Let's see if Aston Martin can steal a point off a Yas Heat here in Mugello. They're in the box seat to get this one. Here we go for Mugello, and it looks like a good start for our pole sitter and Yas Heat as Lucas Blakely drops to P3.
Yeah, that is not the start he wanted, but he is in the slipstream of Tomei, and he's gonna make an attack through the middle of 2 drivers potentially. Does he make it? Stick it around the outside. It's 3 abreast.
Oh, contact, and Blakely has managed to get himself up into the lead.
Wow.
After all of that, what a great start from Aston Martin. The 2 Yas Heat boys getting a bit tangled up with each other, and I nearly thought for a second that Bianca Lila was going to be into the lead round the outside of turn 1, but in the end he's in last. You can see a replay down into turn 1. Bianca Lila was on the outside, and I actually thought he was going to take the lead, but he went in too deep. It invited Blakely back into the fray, and somehow Blakely was the one who won out of that. Maybe Tomei leaving a bit too much space at that second phase, that second corner.
Yeah, I did say that the Yas Heat guys just crashed into each other. They didn't. Unfortunately, one of them got, I think it was Bianca Lila, was just in the wrong place at the wrong time and ended up getting pushed a tiny bit wide from Blakely.
And Aston Martin are going to take this victory away from Yas Heat here in Mugello. Final race of the match, and this is an opportunity for Yas Heat to even things up. Let's see how things go. Lucas Blakely leads us off from pole position. We are underway here in Monza, and it looks like a great start from P2 there, the Yas Heat.
Yeah, Bianca Lila had a better reaction time than Blakely, so Bianca Lila up into P1 on the inside of turn 1, but Blakely's going to try and brave it around the outside, and manages to hold on to it, but a little bit aggressive, maybe there's something that the stewards have got to say about that.
Yeah, I think that's a touch over the line, but we'll get back to that in a second. It's 3 wide as we head down into the middle sector chicane, and it looks like, I can't tell, Haddad, I think, who's emerged in P2. Bianca Lila and Clay going side by side as we go through the middle sector. It's very tight racing here, which is what we love to see.
Simon Vega making a big mistake at Ascari and throwing away the race win.
What? How has this happened? Honestly, how has that happened? Vigang is now in second place, and Aston Martin somehow are going to storm to victory, and if they keep this, it'll be a 3-1 victory for the overall match. Aston Martin, where has this come from?
Wow. That's all I can say.
What am I doing? Everything was fine. I was ahead by enough.
Were you P1?
Yes, I was about to win the race.
Oh no.
we have McLaren Shadow starting from pole position, and we are underway for the relay race.
So it looks like a great start from Baldwin into turn 1, the source, and it's going to go down to the wire with about a 2-second gap for Arnold to try and minimise.
I just noticed Lopez didn't look too happy after that stint. I think he'd be a little bit upset with himself that he wasn't able to make up a little bit more time. It's side by side. They're through each other as they come out of the pit lane, and Fordzilla have somehow got this one.
Wow, that is incredible. So that has allowed Elvin Smith to be down the outside on the way on the inside.
Oh, no, they're both gone. Who's gone? It's a race to the barrier, and it's going to be a race to get out of the barrier. Controversial, good entertainment, and retaliation from Fordzilla. They're clearly not happy about that.
Like I left that guy plenty of room.
Yeah, you left like 3 cars of space.
Yeah.
You left too much space, to be honest.
Here we go then. We have James Baldwin starting from pole position. Sheehan for Fordzilla on the front row with him. And we are underway, and it looks like a good start from the McLaren Shadow boys.
Yeah, lights went out really, really quick, so good reaction time. Just managed to get through turn 1, everybody safely down to P4.
Wow, unbelievable. Well, there's a bit of corner cutting there from the McLaren boys. Here comes Sheehan. He wants to fight back to Fordzilla this time. He's in the slipstream of Baldwin up in the lead. That's going to be pretty marginal. They're side by side. He's boxed in and he can't go anywhere. So it's Fordzilla. Teammates coming together a little bit.
Heading around into the bus stop for the final time. This is going to be his 2nd team race win, having won at Mugello. Comes around the last left-hander to take the win. A very strong win for Baldwin and the team in general. Watch out, McLaren Shadow are about.